Boyd Allen at Peter Smith's boxing gym. Firstly, I mean, how you been this camp? How's everything gone?
Yeah, it's been a good camp, a good learning experience, nice getting to know the guys and the team, and I've enjoyed it.
How much can really change at this point in your career? Because obviously, you know, you're quite a seasoned pro in the fighting game, and you've just recently changed boxing gyms for this camp. How much can realistically change?
I don't think, like, realistically, there's not a lot that can change. I think it's all determined by what you put in and how much you're willing to change as an athlete and a fighter. And I think change is a big part of evolving, and you'll be doing some work.
The decision, obviously, to move, was it primarily because of work, yourself being in the same gym, or is there other reasons?
Yeah, I think as well, mainly because we're walking our teammates, and it would be kind of awkward to train together and then end up possibly fighting each other. So yeah, there had to be a change made, and I had spoken to Peter a while ago. He was quite busy with Kevin at the time, but yeah, it worked out in the end, and I got a good training camp in, and I'm looking forward to the experience now.
The gym a bit closer to home as well, I mean, with the
yeah, it's much closer to me, just up the road from my gym, so yeah, easily to travel and to get there. Not that the other gym was too far, just a little bit more relaxed.
This tournament itself, the forward war, I mean, it's been noted that there's good money in the tournament. Do you feel justified, you know, moving to boxing when you see that, like, local organizational champions aren't earning as much as what you'd be earning for this fight?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's an amazing tournament that they put together. Golden Gloves has done an unbelievable job, and I'm sure all the other junior middleweights in South Africa want to be taking part in a tournament like this, and I'm sure that it's not going to be the first or the last one that they're going to do. So yeah, I think it's unbelievable for boxing in South Africa.
The tournament itself, is there an outright favourite to win this one?
I don't think. I think it's all pretty closely matched. There's 4 great fighters, and yeah, I think it's whoever comes out best on the night is going to take the tournament.
What do you think about Truter? You obviously drew him, he's the youngest in the tournaments. What do you think about him?
I think he's a good fighter. He's got a lot of experience. I think he's 9-1 now, and you know, he's with a good trainer in Harold Fullback. So he's not to be underestimated. He hits hard, he moves well, kind of like a Tommy Ostosen style, which is very difficult to deal with at times. And yeah, I think it's going to be a good test.
You before you went pro in boxing, obviously, even before you went pro in MMA, I believe you actually started at Harold Fullback.
Yeah, I trained at Harold for about, I'd say, 3 months. Never fought out of there or anything like that. Just went there for some training. And I wanted to go pro in boxing, and I was still an amateur boxer. And yeah, the focus wasn't really there at that time, and that's why I turned to MMA.
Why at that time did you think it wasn't maybe the right time to come into boxing?
There was 1 or 2 things that were said that kind of made me go, okay, well, boxing is not for me at the time. Not about my style or about my abilities or anything, just probably about the sport and being successful in the sport at that time in South Africa. And I thought, okay, well, you know, if there's not going to be much opportunity, then I'll go into MMA and try my luck there.
Do you think Harold, as a trainer, sees Tristan as the guy that can beat you?
I think as a trainer, you have to believe your fighter's going to win the fight. And you want to believe that as well. So yeah, he's got to believe that, and I hope my coaches do exactly the same with me. I hope that they believe that I'm going to win, because I believe that I'm going to win, and I think Tristan believes he's going to win too. You need to, if you're going to step into that ring and fight on the night, you've got to believe you're going to be the best.
He obviously made a comment, not just you, he said anyone he would have fought, he would have knocked out of this tournament. So that's Tristan, very confident young guy. What did you think of those comments?
It's good, you know, he backs himself, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm an experienced fighter, maybe not as much in the boxing world, but I know combat, and we've been working hard on a lot of things, so if we can make his job a lot more difficult, we're going to do that.
How difficult do you think that task is going to be come fight night?
Look, anything can happen. It is a fight at the end of the day, and you've got to be sharp and you've got to be careful. So I think our approach to this fight will be a little bit different stylistically to a few of my others. You know, but also at the same time, he's got good training partners, and they prepared for anyone pretty much. So are we.
going into the final, there's incentive. Rodney mentioned something about the WBA and sort of maybe there's going to be a title on the line. Aside from the money and so forth, is that also a motivation for you to get to the final?
Yeah, well, I currently hold the WBA Pan African title, and there's been no real talk about me putting that on the line for this tournament, but it could be a new WBA title, something different. Which, obviously that's a massive motivational part in the game. You always want to win and you want to grow, and the more titles, the better.
When you look at the tournament as a whole, who do you see in the final?
I think it will be myself and Rourke. I think Rourke has the ability to beat Brandon. He's a great boxer, and I think he's being underestimated quite a bit. He's also developed and grown as an individual from a young boxer to where he is now. And I've obviously trained with him for a long time, and I think he has the ability to make it through, and I believe in myself, and I think I have the ability to make it through.
If you should meet in the final against Rourke, it's friend against friend, former sparring partners and so forth, how sort of would that impact your performance and his performance, having that background?
I don't think it will impact our performance. Like, obviously we're friends, but we both know that it's a sport at the end of the day, and we've got to give it our all when we step in there. And if it's versus each other, then we give it everything we can. And we're used to doing that in the sparring as well. So there's no love lost. We both know that we need to make it, and we need to grow in the sport and develop as athletes. So we'll both put everything on the line.
You against Tristan, do you see him having threats that you need to be wary of?
Definitely. I know he's got quick hands, he's got a big punch, he's got a very sharp right hand, he's got a nice left hook as well, and he comes forward quite a bit, so you can't underestimate him, and he's definitely got the physical attributes to be wary of.
What are you predicting for this fight?
No prediction. I know that I will get my hand raised at the end of the night. I'm not sure how, but I know that I will win.
And then just lastly, a shout out to anybody.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to everyone that supported me and stuck by me, and there's been a massive change, but I'm looking forward to the experience, and thank you to friends, family, sponsors, the new team and the new gym. It's really been a cool learning experience.